Nerding and Hoarding. Quick and dirty DIY electronics.
So there you go. We are continuing on Nerding and Hoarding component recycling. And this is part 2 in the PC recycling. So in the last part we recycled a power supply. Now I'm gonna try to recycle the sheet metal from the outside. So what we need is a ruler. And I'm not talking about Julius Caesar here. I'm just kidding. That was not even a joke. I mean, that was just stupid. So you might want to have these for some blanks or something. So we will test that out, because if you have a real huge fucking Eurorack, you might want to have a little opening holes. You can even put a fan on this. Then you have a fan module. So, but what we need is a ruler, or I will rule by just copying. So this is correct. I say this is the correct measurement for the height of a Eurorack module. So what do we do? Well, what we do is, first of all, we make sure that we will cut we will cut from here to here and from here to here. It's very hard to just sort of make holes straight into a sheet metal piece. So what I'm trying to do now is just to make a straight line all through, which is, I mean, there are much better ways to do this than this, but I will do it like this because, as you know, quick and dirty, no patience, but a life of developing methods of working quick and dirty that work for the quick and dirty person. And I'm not saying I don't wash, that's not what I mean. I mean, I wash sort of every day, or every time I go to the gym, and I go to the gym every day. No, not really. Maybe every second day. So, because I have so much energy. So there you go. Well, now we have the measurements right here. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is this little extra profile right there. So what I'm planning to do is only cut it with the paper cutter and then break it off. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but this is not possible, so we have to saw through this with the metal saw. And of course I have a metal saw that is also upcycled. No, it's recycled, upcycled, downcycled. So this is actually a blade from a hacksaw that I found in a construction site, and I added just a little wood handle on it. So if you have a hacksaw, if it's even called that, you know, a saw that goes super fast. So anyway, use that. If you don't have it, use whatever. So I experience a little problems here, but a little problems is just like saying breakfast to me. I eat little problems for breakfast. So first is down. Second one is also, no, it's not really down, but just because it's a video film, I will not care so much about failures and all that, because I can always fake it and say, yeah, you see how good I made this look? Yeah, this needs a powerful motor. You see, it's a DeWalt. It's like professional grade power tool. My arms are not all. Anyway, that's good enough. And now we would actually need a ruler, so let's just use another piece of metal and make sure that that piece of metal is straight, because a ruler has to be straight. It's its job. And I'm not talking about sexuality. There are really queer rulers out there, but they have to be in a line that is not bent. A line that has no kinks is a straight line. So there we go. So the first try right here. I will adjust the camera slightly. I don't know how to do that, but you know, it's quick and dirty. Improvisation is everything. So okay, it doesn't work, so I don't care, you know. So I'm putting it over the edge of the table, just like that. Hold it down really thorough. Just bend it and, oh no, it's a fail. It's a definite fail. So the thing that is failing the fail is that it's bending up here. So what we do then is we take something like a wooden plank or something, like a 3x2 or 2x4 or 4x5, or you know, any kind of inch by inch, you know, 2 by inch, inch by inch. Yes, and you put it like this, and then you push. It's very important that you do it very, very aggressively, and then you do it back and forth. Yes, but then you do it to have your inch by inch. Yes. So bend forth, bend forth, bend forth, bend forth, bend forth, bend forth, bend. Okay, it doesn't work. You know what we do then? We have now bent it 90 degrees. What we do is we give it the old 180. All right. Because when we have given it the old 180, you know what we can do? We can introduce it to Mr. Hammer. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Alright, like that. We're giving it the old 180 and hammer, and then we go back, and then sort of, yeah, just give it the old familiar 90, 80, 90, 0, 90, 0, 90, 0. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I learned in engineering school about metals. So this is iron or steel, and it has a much better chance at surviving this metal exhaustion test right here. If it would have been aluminium, it would have broken off after just one bend. But you see, it's not terribly fucked up, so we just try to do the same on this side right here. Yeah. So what we can do is sort of increase possibility of success by, yeah, I haven't even cut this right here, right, quite yet. So that's a big thing you gotta do. It's gotta cut it. But another thing you gotta do is make sure that you have a nice line all through. So what I forgot to put hole right here and there also, or a cut, because the cut suggests where the metal is supposed to start breaking. So where did I put the papers cutters? Papers cutters. Okay, so I take this carving knife instead. We have a beautiful crafting knife. Doesn't matter. The only thing we are going to do is suggest where the material are supposed to break. And the only thing that is important is that the line is straight as a Christian Methodist on Sunday morning. Am I right, people? Am I right? I have no idea what that means. It just sounded like a real stupid American sort of saying. Alright, so where are we now? There are also sort of scissors that actually cut through sheet metal. But I never managed to actually get them to work properly. I think they sometimes do more damage than they do good to the thing that we are trying to cut up. So Valerie Solanas also had a sort of side project. It was called Society for Cutting Up Sheet Metal, and you might want to check that manifesto out. That was a nice little manifesto for you. Showed you how to exactly cut up different kinds of materials, and it's really sort of like a textbook actually in material science for you right there. So now we are going to do this. All right, so okay, so now make sure that you count to 3 and then really aggressively attack the material. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I see now that there's a real fucking unsoft cool shit going on here. Yeah, so you know, it's really fucking this shit up right here. But you know, call Mr. Hammer and you know. Can't touch these. Oh no, I'm fucking up the material itself. Oh no, I'm fucking up the material itself. Yeah, and with the material itself, I mean the thing that I want to save. So now what we can do is we can cut also on this side. If we would have not lost our paper cutters, because we're now indicating that we wanted to break on this specific position right here. So as you see, when you try to do this, it has nothing to do about that you have watched your video and learned how to do it. This is all about hand knowledge, the knowledge of the hands. See, because I've done this kind of stupid projects for so many years, you know. When I was 11, I built my first custom chopper. This was built out of bicycle parts, of course, and I didn't have a motor, but yeah, you see where it's going. So now we are actually into, we are past the breaking point here, which means it has broken from here to here. So we just need to go on. And if you don't use this particular part, because here it's bending all the time, so if you're just using a straight sheet metal, you will actually have a much better result. So now just a little post hammering. Get that, please. All right. So this is actually looking real sweet right here. Wish I had one of those cutters right now. Okay. So I do not actually believe it's possible to do the same method to get this off right here, but what we could do is just cut it off here and here, and let's say we have a sort of fan slash ventilation module. Oh, cut straight. Remember, cut straight once, cut straight twice, cut straight 3 times. Anyway, part of the reason why I do these videos is to show that it's actually really hard to do anything, because they always fool me, you know, these videos like, watch how easy it is to do this and that and the other thing, and then when I try to do it I fail, and guess what, I feel like lousy shit. So hopefully you will see this video and you will be like, what the fuck is that dude actually doing? Why is he failing? I bet I'll do a much better job. And then you try it yourself and you fail as well. But you know, maybe you don't blame yourself too much about it. Could you please break off now for the nice audience? Nope, doesn't want to do that. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as I said, there are tools that do this, but if you're quick and dirty, I mean, go to the store, or no, first go to the job, work until you get sort of $100, and then go to the store and buy it. So that will take several days, you know, several days. Right. So remember your 4x4s, or 2x3s, 2x4s, 2x5s, because what they do is flatten the. You make it possible for the sheet metal only to bend in one place, and one place only, and that place is where you have made a little paper cut, which means it's gonna break. No, but actually I can recommend one of those metal sheet metal cutters. They're actually not so expensive, especially if you buy them used. You could get it cheap. So, all right. So this is actually very close to done right here. The only thing to do is, so take a fan, so, and screw it in there with some nice screws. Okay, bam, bam. Just gonna imagine that this is bam. It's not actually bam because you see it's falling out. So if we take maybe four of them, you know, 4 of them, yeah, bam, bam. So if we actually would like to get them to stuck here in a good way with just wooden screws, what we would do is sorry about that. So you take your hot glue and just and then you screw into the hot glue. I mean, it can be hard, but anyway, what I was wanting to come to was the ending right here, and it's like this. But what you have to do now is drill some holes just for attachment into the Euro rack. Let's see. Yes, this I actually learned in school. When you're gonna drill in metal, take such a thing, which is just a very pointy thing, and you make one hit like that, and you do it everywhere that you want to make a hole. This is because you want to show the drill where it's going to start, otherwise it might dance away. So there you go, there you go. And now take out a nice 3mm drill, 3.2 millimeters, or I use this 4mm right here because I'm quick and dirty. Did I forget to mention that? Oh no, I fucked that one up. So don't push too hard, and also don't use a staircase drill, but so anyways, give it a little bang and bang and a bang and a bang, and you can bang on it as long as you want until it gets as flat as possible. But then finally I will show you what it's actually used for. Yes, so now you take four what's it called, this kind of thing called screws. Wonder why people say screw you, sort of like, here you get a screw, I'm gonna screw you, I'm gonna take your nose and do like this. Alright, so now let's see what we can do. Can you stand just like this for a while, please? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Right there, we got a nice blank, as it's called, that is letting air to go into all of the, especially when you are building my, this will come up in later videos. So vacuum tube modules, they get really hot, so you need some ventilation, yes. And now for the outro right here, where did I put the, yes, are you with me? We are now going to do this very quick and dirty thing.
Nerding and Hoarding. Quick and dirty DIY electronics. Nerding and Hoarding. Quick and dirty DIY electronics.
There you go.